Last thing, soapbox.
I can't wait for this.
Sam Darnold. Congratulations, Sam. I've been a big fan of Sam Darnold's as a human being. Gotten to know him through people, but way before that, just as an evaluator. I went back to my grades, right? Gave a 94 grade to Sam Darnold, number one quarterback in that class. Remember, that class was Baker Mayfield, surprisingly was the first overall pick. We found out like just a few days before the draft. But Baker was in there, gave him a 92 grade. Josh Allen was in there, gave him a 92 grade. People have been railing on me. I hated Josh Allen. He was the worst. Like, as I told Mel at the time, Mel just like decided to. I feel like I was standing in 3 feet of snow in Wyoming and got on a horse and didn't realize I had allergic to horses, and like my face blew up. Like I was through the weeds with Allen and his family at the pro day. Like I love Josh Allen. It's just Mel like went over the top on it, so it was good for TV.
Right.
But going back and looking at it, why am I saying this right now? It's so good to see these redemption stories. And from a scouting perspective, you try to take from every event and things that happen. I want to remind you in that class, right? Also, I just mentioned the three, Baker, Josh, and Sam. Also, Josh Rosen, unmitigated disaster. And as the human being affected the ability to be the football player.
Don't pull any punches.
And never. It's too late. I'm too old to go diving into lockers. If you know that reference, let me know. And Lamar, obviously at the end of the first round. So all of that said, of these 5 quarterbacks, and it was one regarded at the time as one of the best quarterback drafts ever, and like it was an unbelievable process going to all those pro days and being a part of it and getting to know some of them and just the energy, right? And everyone had different opinions, and it was great. But so what's the takeaway now? Because of those 5, as amazing as Josh Allen's career has been, and as amazing as Lamar Jackson's career has been with MVPs and records and everything they've done, one of those 5 guys has now reached the Super Bowl, Sam Darnold. My takeaway is this: I am so sick and tired of the lazy television take when it comes to this next 3 months. We can't really evaluate a quarterback until we know the system that they're in. We spend so much time on their traits and who they are, but it's all about the fit. Yeah, no shit. No kidding. But why do you think every NFL team spends millions upon millions of dollars evaluating the player and evaluating these quarterbacks and evaluating every position? Because it's our job as a scout for a team, or for Mensch and I, to bring to our audience and like to bring awareness, and think we do it at a pretty high level and take a lot of pride in it. It's our job to show what the traits are. And so, there's only a handful of transcendent players. Josh Allen was going to be good everywhere he went, but Josh Allen kind of really benefited from early struggles, Brian Daboll, development. Why do you think Daboll now, after that Giants fiasco, is like his name is with all these different places? Because he's a bad coach? He's interviewing, and if it's not a head coaching job, he's got his hand picked, whatever OC job you want. And Patrick Mahomes is transcendent. He could play anywhere, right? But he had a year with Alex Smith. He had a year to sit back. I sat in a meeting with him, talked one-on-one with him. He's like, Todd, I couldn't identify the Mike, the middle linebacker coming out of Texas Tech. I didn't know. Had I been thrown in that first year, it could have been ugly, but it always would have been really good. So my point in all of this is, like, you're going to hear for the next 3 months, well, don't ask me what he's going to be until you tell me where he's going to go. Yeah, we could have all told you that we got a much better shot with Mahomes when he goes to Andy Reid and he's got a year behind Alex Smith. We could have all told you got a much better shot with Josh going with Daboll. And we also could have told you, and I remember feeling it at the time because I was the one pounding the table. Sorry, I know Tucker gets so mad at me when I do that for audio. Pounding the table, Sam's the best of these quarterbacks. I think he can be special. And then for him to go to the Jets the second he was drafted by the Jets, the 3rd pick after Saquon went 2 and Baker went 1, I was like, oh no. I don't like my chances. And so when Baker goes to Cleveland and Sam goes to the Jets, they didn't just start sucking at football. They just weren't developed properly. So that speaks to everyone's argument, would you tell me where they're going? And tell them, but no, that doesn't mean they can't get themselves out of the situation. You know what it takes? Resiliency. It takes something special inside of these human beings. It takes the right supporting cast. And I know the people in Baker's life. I know the people in Sam's life who helped him through it. And some of the coaching and the mentorships and where they spent times in the offseason, all that stuff. And so I'm saying all of this because it is our job, and it is all these scouts that you're going to see walking behind us throughout the week. And it is the general manager. Like, it's their job to evaluate the talent. And if they get with the wrong place, it doesn't mean that they're stuck and their career is over. Sam Darnold is now going to the Super Bowl. He's the only one of all these guys. Lamar, Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, Josh Rosen. He's the only one who's been to a Super Bowl. And he did it because A, he had that ability, and B, he had this resiliency in him. So when we evaluate, our job is to evaluate A, the talent, B, what's inside of that guy. So it's my little reminder this week, two things. One is, we're here for a reason. And the process is the process for a reason, and it's worked for a long, long time. And so, like, we're never going to vary from that process. And I'm done, like, with all the nonsense about, well, this doesn't matter or that doesn't matter. It does. And the second part is, you're going to hear for 3 months, and I'll mention every once in a while, I'd like to see him in this system. He really flourished in that system. I think Ty Simpson would be awesome with the Rams as a year. With McVay, Stafford still there. I think that would be great. But that doesn't mean I evaluate him off of, if he goes to the Rams, it's this. It just drives me crazy because I think it's lazy. I think it's boring. Every time I'm watching TV, there's certain things I watch where I'm like, oh, turn the volume up. Immerse a little test. Sometimes I'm like, get that. Like, I can't run from the TV fast enough when someone goes on a 3-minute rant about, tell me where they're going to be. We don't talk about the fit enough. We don't talk. No kidding. But we're here to evaluate and to tell you as our audience, and you hopefully will trust us over time. Here's the talent, and here's who the young man is. That's why we spend so much time in this NFL teams, more importantly, the psychology test, the interviews, all these other things that used to be kind of like 20% of the process have become like 60, 70%. Because we've gotten to know and we've learned from mistakes that it's just about what's inside as it is the talent-wise. And Sam has something inside that a lot of guys don't. Baker, a lot of guys don't. Josh, a lot of guys don't. Lamar, a lot of guys don't. Just as much as their physical tools. All right, I'm done.
I hear you.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of,
And I'm not red in the face just because I got pissed off about it. It's also all of a sudden 97 degrees inside of the convention center here. They're pumping in the heat, but go ahead.
I'm kind of into it. It's like 40 degrees here. The heat feels good to me.
Yeah.
I'm really happy for Sam. I think one of the things you want to talk about with the resiliency is, let's not forget that he went to Minnesota and won, 14 games. And they said, I think we're going to go with the second-year quarterback.
And the nickname, and it's part of this rant was about watching guys on TV talking about the draft stuff, and also about all of a sudden it was like cute and fun on social media to call him Same Darnold.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is this: he could have doubted himself then again, and instead of doing that, he goes to Seattle. And now he's going to the Super Bowl. So I'm also happy for you. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, you have been a Sam Darnold guy from the jump. Even when Sam Darnold, it's a famous clip now that everyone likes to talk about. Oh, I'm seeing ghosts out there. Like someone caught him saying it. And honestly, is it that bad? Is it that bad of a thing to say?
No.
I'm struggling right now. I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing ghosts right now. Saying it to you, like, you should be able to trust the people you're around to be like, hey, I'm not seeing it. But instead, it's turned into this like joke or meme or gif, and just good for him. It's just.
I even talked to a personnel person here today, and I won't mention their name, obviously. It was like, I just kept waiting.
Yeah.
I just kept waiting last night because there's no chance that Sam doesn't get out of this game without making that one mistake he always makes. It's pretty cool for Sam.
Yeah,
to be
great.
in this
It's
spot
a great
and to
story.
kind of shove it, right where it belongs. For the next 2 weeks, we get to focus on, this is the guy that we thought he could be. And don't forget, he was I think the youngest of all those cats coming out that year. And you knew he had to be in the right environment. And also, I know I take a lot of heat for all my Jet stuff, but like that was, 3-4 weeks ago? And what's happened since?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's keep in perspective, where guys go, but let's not make this scouting process about where guys go. This is about who they are, what they can bring if developed properly, and God forbid they go somewhere where they just can't. Hopefully they get to the next shot somewhere else, and someone's ready to kind of bring them in, hug them up, let's go, kid, and develop them. And both Baker in LA with McVay and Sam in San Francisco with Kyle. What's up, man? They both had opportunities with the right people that knew how to kind of patch things together, pat them on the ass, and like, you got this, let's go.
Yeah.
And they didn't need long. They just need a little bit of time to kind of get oriented. So it's pretty cool to see. And then you got Drake. My goodness. We loved him coming out. No one expects anyone to be able to do this because no one has done this since Dan Marino.
Yeah.
He's the second youngest quarterback to go to the Super Bowl and would be the youngest quarterback to ever win the Super Bowl. And I'm already hearing people on certain shows talking about like, oh, what a disaster. 86 yards, whatever it was, passing, this is Josh Allen's year. So, like, I want both of these quarterbacks to go shove it, like, right up everywhere, I hope this turns into a shootout of epic proportions, and both these quarterbacks have record-setting
pretty good defenses,
days.
man.
I know, but I'm just saying, there's just all this negativity, and I don't get where it comes from. Because Drake went through like three of the 5 best defenses in the NFL to get to where he is, and Sam has had to overcome a disaster of an organization and pick up the pieces, and with maturity and with time and with the right supporting system has gotten, and then even last year, as you mentioned, and everyone's like, same Darnold.
It's just like,
here we go. Must be 21 plus and present in select states. For Kansas, in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino. Or 18 plus and present in D.C., Kentucky, or Wyoming. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit rg-help.com. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut. Or visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 1-800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts. Or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York.